I believe that gay marriage should be legalized. I believe this because it's not only the right thing to do, but because the current system simply violates the civil rights of gay citizens. In order to appeal to the people that generally oppose gay marriage, I will submit the following: gay weddings. There is no greater economic stimulus than the jobs that would be created when gay men start planning weddings with budgets that would rival a Broadway show. More weddings mean more jobs, plain and simple. More weddings also mean more divorces. More divorces mean more lawyers. More lawyers mean more jobs. Do you really want to ban something that would create more jobs, conservatives? Another argument that I've heard and that I find absurd is the proposition that gay couples will destroy the American family and will be detrimental to children. The idea of a two-parent heterosexual American family is an outdated fantasy. The reality is, statistically, about 30% of children of a heterosexual relationship will wind up in a single-parent household. The reality is that a loving household, no matter who heads it, is better than some situations that children must endure. The people that make the argument that gay people cannot make good parents seem to be unable to comprehend that there are over 100,000 children in the United States alone that are lingering in foster homes, group homes, and facilities. There is no question that a loving gay parent home is better than a foster home, group home, or a facility. And there is also no question that some people should never be allowed to have children, but they do anyway. It has nothing to do with sexual preference. Limiting the opportunities of any child to have a safe, loving home because of prejudice is wrong. The final argument that needs to be addressed is religious belief. The simple response is separation of church and state. However, the biggest opponents of this issue, the Christians that state that homosexuality is forbidden in the Bible, would then have to start adhering to some of the other little items that are in the Bible. When a man strikes his male or female slave with a rod so hard that that slave dies under his hand, he shall be punished. If, however, the slave survives a day or two, he will not be punished, since the slave is his own property. Exodus 21:20-21. You must kill those who worship another god. Exodus 22:20. Don't associate with non-Christians. Don't receive them into your home or even exchange greetings with them. John 1:10. Shun those who disagree with your religious views. Romans 16:17. Paul, knowing that their faith would crumble if subjected to free and critical inquiry, tells his followers to avoid philosophy. Colossians 2:8. If a man commits adultery with another man's wife, both the man and the woman must be put to death. Leviticus 20:10. But if this charge is true that she wasn't a virgin on her wedding night, and evidence of the girl's virginity is not found, they shall bring the girl to the entrance of her father's house, and there her townsmen shall stone her to death, because she committed a crime against Israel by her unchasteness in her father's house. Thus shall you purge the evil from your midst. Deuteronomy 22:20-21. I can quote the Bible too. But if you insist on ignoring your own rules, then I'm going to have to insist on ignoring anything that you have to say about homosexuality based on a book written by men who thought the world was flat. Here is a quote that I enjoy and actually has some bearing on how laws are established. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. This is from the Constitution, and I think this just about covers how your argument may be appropriate for your church, but has no place in a process by which laws are created. I'm Joy of EdJoy Productions, and this is what I believe. Thanks for listening.